According to King James, there are three heavens, but that's not really entirely true. If you add in the Apocalypse of Abraham, then you get seven heavens. Painted out here as a rainbow and so forth, and we got our nice little earth. And it's important when we define heaven that we define it as both being a place where we go after we do God's will, paradise, and where the heavenly bodies rest. Because the secular people think that we're silly and we don't understand what's going on. And unfortunately, when we argue the point of heavens and space, it kind of sounds that way. Because we like to argue that no one's been in space and they can't get past the firmament. And they argue that they got all this crap up there and we don't know what we're talking about. Both can be absolutely true. They're up here. They're not past the firmaments where everything is spread and stuff. We're down here where you see weather balloons and all this stuff. The space station's up there, so forth. This is still first heaven under the firmament, not above it. And here's a picture where you can get all the heavens, dimensions of all of them. I got out the way so you can screenshot that if you want. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of a round globe. The earth is not round, it's flat. But for the sake of what I'm trying to tell you, it's better to illustrate it that way. Now, first heaven, where all the space crap is and we're at and we're trying to get out of. Think Tower of Babel. We've been still trying to get to God's throne, or the enemy has anyway, to get back up there since the very beginning. But at this point in history, we have the technology, or at least the interdimensional demons have given man the technology, and man has been able to manipulate frequency, electronics, electricity, computers, and ritual sacrifice spells to enact their thing. We're closer than ever to trying to get past the firmament. And outside the first firmament, again, that you have the second heaven, that's where the heavenly bodies are. Now, when we're talking about the seven heavens, or the book of Enoch that speaks of 10 heavens, we're talking about different heavens in between the first, second, and third heaven that the King James Version Bible speaks of. Unfortunately, King James fans, you guys are not getting the full information. There's a reason why the book of Enoch was called hidden knowledge. The more you get into the details of heaven, the more outrageous it sounds, and the more people who had authority over you decided that you shouldn't know it because it would blow your mind and you wouldn't know how to comprehend it or understand it. It's all in there. It's all true. These things have been around for thousands of years. So when we discuss it, yeah, they can get here, but no one's getting past there. And beyond this, that's where we got all this stuff. If you go and get a telescope, you can't see these things, but they are not solid planets like they tell us. It looks fluid. You can see the water through it. So I would please advise my King James family and friends to get additional resource material. The book of Enoch has been used for thousands of years, longer than the Torah, longer than the Bible, littered with Jesus. Men told you that you couldn't read it. It was called hidden knowledge, found along with the Dead Sea Scrolls in the 1940s, along with the most complete version of the Bible, used by the Ethiopians and among other things. Guys, do not limit yourself from the truth. I'll stop yapping, man. God bless you, and I hope you guys start diving into the research.